So we have arrived at Gordon Bay campsite. It's currently February, so it's a little chilly. We got Alex in his new Eureka El Captain 2 Plus outfitter tent, which he got for Christmas, so it'll be cool to try this out and see what it's like. It's a pretty good size. And then I've set up the hammock and my contraption of tarp tie-offs. But I like my setup inside. I think it works pretty well. So I've got the hammock hang, which looks good, and then I've got my Draco -9 and my Sea to Summit Eros Premium Large. I originally was gonna bring my other one that's like more of a fluffy pillow. This one's a blow-up pillow, but I couldn't find it, so we're gonna work with what we got. But I think this should be a pretty good sleep tonight. I got lots of room under here, and yeah, it's a nice little area. But we're gonna fry some steaks up tonight and have a good camp. Well, hello, we have made it to the lake itself. So this is Lake Cowichan, but we're in the Gordon Bay portion. And then that mountain over there in the far distance would be at Massachi Lake. But it's a nice little bay of the lake. Haven't really seen any wildlife here. When on the way up, we actually saw a bear and a bunch of like hawks or falcons or something, which is really neat. But hopefully nothing too crazy in the campsite, but it'd be neat to see something maybe in the distance. So we're over at the point right now. It's like the area that's kind of like untouched by civilization for the most part, which is pretty nice. I guess there's a trail that leads over there, but you got this nice mountain in the background that just looks untouched, and then got these two little islands, or I guess 3 little islands that you can kind of, you could swim to, but like you're not going to be able to get there without getting wet unless you're using like a boat. but it's a pretty area. It's like a 5 to 10 minute walk from the main campsite, so not too bad. But there's Alex. Yeah, it's pretty here. It'd be nice to come here in the summer and relax and go swimming and whatnot. As I'm feeling it's gonna be pretty cold. Let's try it out. Oh, it's not actually that bad, like, because I'm sure it doesn't really change temperature that much. So it would be swimmable. It would just be really cold, kind of getting out afterwards. So I did bring a swimsuit, but we'll see if I do a cold plunge. Yeah. So we found a little promontory, which gives us a nice little view of the islands out there, and then the mountains in the background, and then that's the main beach over there through the trees, and Wild Alex. But there's a decent little view. It's a shame you can't really dive off it. I think it's too shallow, and you probably hit some trees.
You die.
Yeah. Death.
Yeah, death bite.
But yeah, it's a nice little view. Well, we've got the fire going and we've had it chilling for a while. We're gonna cook some steak over top of the flames in the cast iron fry pan, which will be fantastic. But we're just trying to make this big one catch quite good, so we can get some good heat on the grill. So the steaks have been seasoned, and we got them sizzling on top with a nice fire. So hopefully this tastes good. Okay, so we've got the dinner of champions here. We got a steak and a cheese bun, which we're gonna enjoy by the fire. I've also got a little bev. We've got the creamsicle blast from the nice cooler that I won. But we're gonna enjoy our meal and have a great rest of our evening. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay now. It's just after 11. I'm in my hammock. Hopefully I'll be warm, as I've taken most of the layers off, just in a long sleeve shirt. But should be not too bad. I think it's supposed to rain about like 4 a.m. or something like that. But my tent, or tarp, sorry, should protect me. But I will see you all in the morning. Well, good morning. I actually had a pretty good sleep last night. I think I woke up once at like 3 a.m. to use the washroom, but after that, probably went to bed around 11, 12, something like that. I was able to fall asleep. I was actually able to kind of sleep till like probably 7:30, something like that, which is pretty good for camping. So the setup quite worked well. It was quite cold though, so I had to keep the toque and the sweater on, but I was actually sleeping like, but no, it worked out well. I actually didn't even wear like socks or pants or anything, just in the sleeping bag, so it was pretty good. But well, I gotta get up and enjoy the day, but I'll keep you updated. So we are attempting to make pancakes. Unfortunately, we didn't bring any measuring items, and we also forgot any type of grease or butter or anything like that, so we're hoping they won't stick too badly to the pan, but at least we've got a fire going, so that's something. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to make these pancakes. I got the buttermilk mix, and I got the milk, and I just gotta throw in an egg, mix it up, and then get the pan heating up and hope for the best.
I like from like the angle where I put the chairs, it looks like alcoholic on one side, normal guy on the other.
pancakes have actually turned out surprisingly well, and this non-stick pan has been a lifesaver. This is the second one we did. The first one was more of a trial and we burnt it a little bit, but this one turned out really nicely. But yeah, I'm very excited just seeing this work out and not just not having any food to eat. So this is great. So we attempted at making some chocolate chip ones, and I think it turned out pretty well. It doesn't look as appealing as some might think, but I think it will taste fantastic. So we got the breakfast of champions here. We got a Rockstar Punched. We got some chocolate chip pancakes, a regular pancake with some chocolate chips and bananas on top. I'm gonna go sit with Alex by the fire and enjoy our meal together. How's she tasting?
Pretty good.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've got the fire going, but we have cleared off and we're almost ready to go. We're gonna have a nice walk by the water. We got rid of all our garbage, but we'll let that burn out before we just abandon the campsite. But we are ready to journey back. Overall, pretty decent camping trip. It was nice to experiment with making pancakes and try out my new pan and whatnot. And it's been fun.